This is Mrs. B.
This is Auntie. And we're going to react to, what's his name?
Comedian.
What's his name?
Dusty Slay.
And this is working after your 2-week notice is a sweet gig. So, here we go. Hopefully you can hear it.
This is only 7 minutes and 26 seconds long.
Just pumped to be doing comedy. I used to work at the Western Sizzling. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a golden corral. Without all the class, like a silver corral, like a bronze corral, like an okay corral. You know what I mean? Like it's all right in there. You know what I mean? All right, we're having a good time, and I like to tell people we're having a good time. You know, I don't like to ask. A lot of comics come out here and they go, "Are we having a good time?" Not me. I can't risk it. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. I quit that job at Western Sizzling. I put in a 2-week notice, not because I'm a good employee, but because that's my favorite 2 weeks of any job I've ever had. You know what I mean? It's worth it to get the job just to put the 2-week notice in. It's like a little vacation right there at the end. It's where I get to say my favorite phrase at work, which is, "I don't care, I'm about to quit."
Did you ever give 2
A lot of power in those words, you know?
Yes, I have.
I never give
Your
it
boss
to
is
me.
like, "Hey, you know you were late
I'm out
today."
here.
I'm like,
I
"Hey,
usually
you know I'm about
spend
to
it
quit."
training someone else.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be a little bit late. You know what I mean? I'd like to know who invented the 2-week notice. You know, was it the employee or the employer, right?
Wasn't the employee.
Imagine being the first, right? You're like, "Hey, I'm about to quit." Your boss is like, "You gonna stick around for 2 weeks, right?" Well, you gonna pay me? And you know I'm quitting.
Well, they don't give you 2 weeks notice if they're going
I'll
to
stick
fire
around.
you.
No, it's usually instant.
Right.
Hell, I'll do a 6
So we
month
should be
notice
able to
if you
quit
want.
instant.
Yes, that's usually what I
I
do.
thought you needed me to care about this, John. You know what I mean? All right, we're having a good time. And I like waiting tables. People do weird things in restaurants, you know, like people like to pair up wines with food, you know, and that's cool. But sometimes they do it in weird situations. Like I had this guy go, "What kind of wine do you recommend with the fried catfish?" I was like, "I don't know, Budweiser?" Sometimes people come in, they got a real attitude, you know, they come in, they're in a hurry, they're like, "Can we be in and out of here in 30 minutes? I'm like, "Hell, you can leave right now."
Before we go on,
Yes.
they're talking about pairing weird things. Oh my goodness. We were out to eat out to dinner one day. It was just me and my granddaughter. You know which granddaughter I'm speaking
Yes.
of. And she got all flustered when the person asked her what side she wanted to go with her sandwich.
Oh.
She said corn.
Well, isn't that
Corn
okay?
with a sandwich?
Oh, okay.
You want- You want corn with
chips, maybe.
It was funny. Maybe it wasn't as funny to y'all as it was me, but I thought it was really funny. Corn. Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't let me hold you. Well, I'm about to quit anyway. You know what I mean? I'm 3 months into a 6-month notice here. I am. My attitude is slipping. I'll be honest with you. I used to work at a seafood restaurant in Charleston, South Carolina. A seafood restaurant called Hyman's, which is that's true. Which is located on the same block as a restaurant called Sticky Fingers. Just telling you where it's at. And not everyone knows what a Hyman is, and that's okay. I didn't know what it was for a long time, but if you don't know, just go home tonight, look that up, enjoy that joke on your own time. You know what I mean? Just saying, it's a tight joke, and okay, that was too far, and I am sorry about that. Thank you. Okay, that's a good joke. That is a good joke. It's owned by a family with the last name Hyman, and I was working in there one day, and this lady said to me, she goes, "Oh, are you one of the Hymans?" I was like, "Yeah, because they named me Dusty Hyman. I'm the oldest one, you know what I mean? No one will touch me." All right. I used to be a big drinker. I had to quit drinking because I used to black out all the time, you know, and nothing good ever happens when you black out. No one's ever like, "Man, you blacked out last night, but I appreciate you helping with those taxes." You know what I mean? I used to send a lot of drunk texts. I was always drunk texting people, ruining friendships, relationships, and I always wanted them to invent a cell phone breathalyzer, you know? That way when you're leaving that bar at 2 a.m., Looking to text that ex-girlfriend you vowed to never text again? You just blow in there, you go... He goes, Not tonight. You're way too drunk for that. You just get in your car and drive home.
Oh, no.
No, don't drive.
Because in Tennessee, they say buzz driving is drunk driving. So if you're going to do it, get drunk. You know what I mean? At least that way you can sleep when you get to jail. I always say if you can get arrested for 4 beers, why not have 14? You know what I mean? If you're going to be on a moped, have a story. Don't get too deep.
We don't agree.
DUIs, don't waste them.
Don't waste your DUI.
I used to drink and drive a lot. I'm not bragging about it. I mean, I was good at it, but I'm not bragging about it. Back when I was drinking, there was no Uber, no Lyft. Cabs weren't reliable, so if you wanted to drink, you had to just drive, you know? Sometimes we'd get a designated driver, but that didn't mean they wouldn't go drink, right? That just meant you had someone that was willing to risk it. That one friend with nothing to lose. He's like, I don't even have a driver's license. You know?
Oh, no.
Okay. I did quit drinking, but not everything's good. My power went out the other day, so I've sobered up, but there's still some blackouts. And, my wife got home, and it was storming real bad, and she called me, and she was like, the power's out. I was like, what? But it's that storm. Knocked out that power. Then I got home like 3 hours later. Storm's gone. Power's still out. I was like, dang, hell of a storm, right? Turns out, power went out because I didn't pay the bill. Storm, just a coincidence. Like the power company's playing games. They were like, wait till the lightning strikes. Cut the power. They won't know what hit. And we didn't know what happened. We were walking around looking in people's windows. We live in an apartment complex. There was no lights on. We couldn't understand. But my wife was like, why don't you go ask one of the neighbors, see if their power's out. And we don't know any of our neighbors, so I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. But I imagine it would be something like this, right? I'm like, hey, man, is your power out? Because my power's out. Oh, your power's on. Okay, well, my power's out, so I guess they're cutting out power around here. I'm just here to let you know. You know what I mean? It's me today, you tomorrow. Now I go to this guy with all my problems, right? I'm like, hey, man, did your car get towed? 'Cause my car got towed. Well, your car's still out there. Okay, well, they're towing cars, so. Stay vigilant, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, did your wife leave?
No.
My wife left. Oh, your wife's still there. Okay, well, they're leaving. So
Everybody's leaving.
lock her up. Hey, man, you been crying a lot? Yeah, I've been crying a lot. Wife's gone. Car got towed. Power's out. Hell of a storm.
He's funny. We can do...
I don't know where my credit score's at these days. I don't know a lot
This
about
is
credit
a little
scores.
bit.
You know?
Let's
I've been seeing a
watch
lot of
him.
commercials for checking your credit score.
This is
These
tornadoes
commercials
and
act
trailer
like you can
parks.
fix all
We
your
have seen
problems
this, though.
by just checking your credit score. They say they don't give you no other instructions. You know, they just want you to check it.
Keep checking that
They say
credit
things like,
score.
you
I
don't live with
know.
your
I keep
parents
waiting
forever,
for mine
do
to
you?
go up.
You can check that
It
credit
doesn't go
score.
up.
But it's like if you check it and it's bad, it's still bad.
There you go.
That's
Like
true.
checking don't help. Like,
Yeah.
I'd like to see this play out in a bank somewhere, right? Like some guy comes in to get a loan, and the banker's there, and he's like, well, Jim, your credit score's terrible. But I see here that you've been checking it a lot.
That used to make your credit score
We
go
appreciate
down.
that. So,
I don't think it does now, does
See
it?
what they've done to us? We
I grew
go
up in a
and
trailer
check it,
park,
and it goes down, and
which
we
wasn't
keep
that
checking
fun,
it to
so
make it go
not
up,
sure
and
why
it
they
keeps
call it a
going farther
park.
down.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's the
true.
problem.
Well, no rides
It's
in
not
there.
our fault.
No water slides. We had like an occasional slip and slide. Or like an old tarp with some Dawn dish detergent on it. We put our slip and slide over a tree root one time. Because we was going jumping. That's not how that works. At all. I hit that trigger, I just got up and got a job. I was like, I am done.
My youngest son said he got out the slip and slide for his kids, and he thought he would do the slip and slide. He's 40, and he said
He's a lot like his dad.
he said he landed hard.
Hard.
And all the way down, you're like, oh, and bumping everything, and it's crushing his chest,
Oh.
and it's a hard ground. He said, I didn't remember it feeling like that. I said, I did the same thing when he got through.
Okay, he takes after his mom.
I said, I think it's 'cause you're taller. You know, when you're usually doing the slip and slide, you're a little guy and you don't have so far to jump to hit the ground. But when you're like us, real tall people, you know.
Real tall people. No.
You hit hard. Well, he's like 5'6". No, he's probably 5'8". You'd be mad at me. But anyway, he's 40, and it about did him in.
When we were younger, I was an adult and had children. We went to a lake that had sandy beaches and these hills, believe me, tall hills. And there's a sand hill. My dad decided that he wanted to ski off of the sand hill,
Oh no!
down the sand hill, hit the water, and that he would just keep
Kind of
skiing.
act like he is snow skiing. Though.
Yeah, but just keep going, you know.
Yeah.
Well, so he had to dry. Well, first he tried and didn't dry off the skis, which wasn't a good idea. So then he had to dry the skis and got them all shiny. And so he gets on top of this hill, and it's a tall one. It really is a tall hill, probably 2 to 3 stories tall.
Oh.
It's that tall.
Yeah.
But it, you know, coming
Next
off
to
of
the
it,
lake.
just coming off that hill though, there's just not a real long beach, but a short beach, and then the water. So he gets up there and he gets that ski rope all stretched out, and the boat is as close to the shore as it can get without being stuck in the sand. So he tells him, he gets his skis on, he tells him to hit it. Sure enough, he comes sliding down that mountain, that hill, really good, and he hit that water and smack.
Face down.
Face down.
Face down. Oh no!
But it was in the water. But
Too
it
bad
was
they didn't
just,
have videos then.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So that didn't work too good.
No, that's,
It wasn't a slip and slide
yeah,
story,
but it's kind of in that family.
yeah, it is a.
It's in
It's a.
That would be my brother-in-law. She's talking about her daddy.
Yeah, he was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. Anyway, here we go.
On
Sorry.
we go. That's okay.
Done playing out here. I'm done playing, period. I got medical bills now.
Not gonna play no more.
My son-in-law. He's
Another
always
family
doing
story. Okay.
always doing flips. He can stand on the ground and do a flip.
Okay.
And do a flip. And he's now barely in his 40s. And, well, I guess he's a little farther in his 40s than I thought. But anyway, he was barely in his 40s. And he decided he was going to do a backflip off his tailgate. In his yard or in his driveway. And he did, and it didn't land well.
Oh.
He ended up breaking his ankle. He was
Oh.
out of work for months. He decided...
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry, forgive me.
He, too, decided it was time to get up and go to work. No more playing. He had a family to feed.
We never went camping growing up, because like I say, I grew up in a trailer, and we felt like we had a pretty good idea what camping was all about. I mean, we're like, nah, we already kind of
We
live in a
both lived in
camper.
trailers, so.
And we both
We really need
camped
to
a
take
lot.
it down
And
to
we-
a
yeah.
tent.
Tended and
We know what it's like to be
camper.
poor. We're not trying to find out what it means to be homeless. We're not trying to practice homelessness.
That's why we relate to this particular one so much. We camped before tents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pulled over side of the road and sleep in the car.
Sleeping in the car, sleeping on picnic tables,
Yes.
sleeping on the ground. My brother's sleeping on the roof of the car.
Yeah.
Sleeping in the trunk. Sleeping in the back
Well,
dash.
they didn't have the trunk lid shut, though, did they?
No, they did not shut the lid. Okay, sorry. Here we go. But anyway, that's why we relate
Yeah,
to this.
we relate. We weren't homeless either.
No,
I used to hear this expression a lot.
Could have
growing
been
up.
a
People say that
Yeah.
kind of money. You ever hear that? That kind of money? You might
That
hear it in
kind of money.
conversation.
I don't have that kind
You hear
of
about
money.
Bob? Yeah, I heard he got a new boat. Man, I wish I had that kind of money.
Me too.
Like it's a different kind. Nothing to do with the amount. You know what I mean? He's got the kind of money since his kids to college. I only got the kind to get mine out of jail. That kind of money. There is a
I don't
lot
have that
of
kind.
different kinds of money out there. Like when I was a kid, like there's like old money, new money, blood money, drug money. We didn't have any of that.
I have the kind of money that can't get kids out of jail.
They
They better
be
not
up
get
the
in
creek.
jail.
Be up the creek.
Well, and plus, if you ever go to jail, you're getting yourself out of jail, so you're out of luck.
What we had was good money. Right?
We had good money.
That's where your parents
Had
buy you
good
something
money.
you don't like. They go, we paid good money for that.
Yep.
Good money for that.
Yep.
Might not like it, but it was good money.
And good money buys the worst stuff too. It's
That's the truth. That's the truth.
never anything good. Good money buys like airbrush T-shirts with your name on it.
Mom
From
wouldn't buy
Gatlinburg,
me
Tennessee.
those.
Dollywood, you know what I mean.
Oh,
We didn't buy those, but we did the airbrush portraits.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we had good money.
I always wanted to have one of those. We wouldn't spend good money on
Well,
that.
this was after we got married. I mean,
Oh.
we and then
Well, my husband felt the same way as like marrying my dad. They had the same philosophy, I mean.
well, that was one I wanted, so I did get my way on that one.
Oh,
But we
that's
didn't
cool.
get them of everyone in the family, just 4 members,
Just the
4
ones-
out of 6.
Just the ones you liked.
Shh. You know,
I didn't
I
say
was
that.
one of them that didn't get it done.
Oh.
So maybe what you're saying is true.
Oh.
I had a lot of T-shirts with wolves.
My
on it.
oldest son,
Oh.
he was in the Navy.
My mom thought I'd look good in a wolf T-shirt.
I bought my
She
kids
was like, the
wolf
wolves are better.
t-shirts.
Put them all over that thing. Maybe put a little moon on there. Give that wolf something to howl at. I had a hat growing up, just had my name airbrushed across the top. Just said Dusty. That's just so I wouldn't get kidnapped. Kidnapper sees that hat, he's like, nah, his family ain't got no money. Just give him the candy, yeah? Just let him have. He probably ain't had candy in a long time. I'm out there trying to get in the van. They're like, no, we are kidnappers. I'm like, I know, I'm a kid. Trying to get napped up in here. Had this trailer park for a while. The thing that was the most fun for me about living in a trailer park was tornadoes, right? Because I got to leave. I had to go to a real house for a little while. I love going to a real house. I'd be like, man, look at all these bricks in here. The only time I ever seen a bricks when it came through my window. With a note on it. It said, cut your grass.
Cut your grass.
That's how they do it in the Mobile Homeowners Association.
I like that, the mobile homeowners.
Mobile Homeowners Association. Sometimes I say that twice, because it's a good joke.
H-O. No,
That is fine.
H-M.
Mobile Homeowners Association.
M first. M-H.
Away. Right?
One December we had a tornado warning, and I was listening to the radio, and they were telling us what to
I
do
don't
during
know
this tornado
acronyms.
warning based on what kind of house you live in, right?
Oh, I
They were like,
like
if you live in a house with a basement, go into the basement. If you live in a house without a basement, go into a bathroom or a small room. And they were like, if you live in a trailer park, we want you to go to a neighbor's house or go outside and lay down in the ditch. That's the real news. They're like, listen, we don't know what to tell you. Hell, you made some bad decisions along the way. You got to deal with this. They're like, we can't help you. Yeah, you should check that credit score a couple of times. You might not be in this mess. They're like, yeah, I know it's raining out there. That ditch is going to be full of water. Just get down in it.
Get drowned.
Yeah, it's December. It's going to be cold. You probably going to get sick. Just get down in there.
I don't know. I think he's from
I like that
Alabama.
they think that there's a ditch located next to every trailer park.
Yeah, it's an amenity.
Like it just comes with it, you know? Part of the trailer park amenities.
It's the ditch.
The trailer park gets their own tornado ditch. I like that the other option they give you is to go to a neighbor's house, right? Because I don't know what kind of trailer parks they know about. But trailer park that I grew up in, my neighbor also lived in a trailer park. It's like they just want us to meet up in one.
Get us all at one
Maybe
time.
weight it down.
Oh, weight it down.
Where the tornado can't carry it off, you know what I mean? And if we did have house neighbors, you know, they're not just so welcoming to the trailer park people. They're not like, no, come on in. Come on in. Check out our stuff we have in here. You know what I mean? It's that people that want you to take your shoes off before you come inside. You know what I mean? I hate that. Show up at somebody's house, they're like, hey, come on in. You mind taking off your shoes? I'm like, nah, just go home. Like, I wish you told me that on the phone. I wouldn't even come over here. Me lounging around in my socks like we about to do yoga in here. They're like, namaste. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna leave.
Namaste. Leave.
I feel like when people ask me to take my shoes off before I come inside, it's like they're saying, hey, our house is cleaner than you. Try not to mess it up in here. Matter of fact, take off the rest of your clothes. Jump in the shower. Give me some time to put a sheet down on the couch. They're right, though. Most houses are too clean for me, you know. That's not how I was raised, you know. I was raised in a dirty house. We had the type of house where people show up and they try to take their shoes off. We're like, nah. Nah, you better keep those on in here.
Keep your shoes.
Yeah, you get hurt walking around in here barefooted. Broken glass. Fish hooks.
Fish hooks.
Now, we weren't real poor growing up. We just didn't have everything. I never got ice cream growing up. That's true. My mom used to just pour milk into a bowl. Then she'd call me into the room and go, well, you're too late.
Terry goes, that is too mean. That is so mean.
He's like, I guess you'll come next time I call you. Out there laying down in the ditch. Messing up that new wolf shirt I got you out there. Get good money for that shirt. You know what I mean? Okay. Thank you. One guy clapped for that, and I appreciate that. And, oh, now we got picked up another. And they're mounted. I don't know where my credit score's at.
He's funny. He is funny.
I like to listen to him. He's got perspective, you know.
You got any suggestions for some comedians? We prefer
Fairly clean.
clean. Let us know. For now, bye.
Bye.